everybody. This is Building Inspector, aka Ocarina, aka Oki, and I am bringing you another how-to video. So this time it is Storage Dungeons Part 4, Setting Access to Dungeon. Now, with a dungeon, it is a little bit different than a house or a guild hall or whatever. So, I am currently in the test storage dungeon that I created in part 2, and there's nothing in here, which doesn't really matter, but I'm going to type /house, and it brings up the dungeon maker window. Now, the terminology or the text on things isn't necessarily changed to say dungeon instead of house. The button down here does say leave dungeon, so it's not so confusing for people, this has changed, but not everything has changed. Okay, so let's say you create a dungeon and you want your characters on your account to have access. Since there is no door, but you have to access it from your character window on the Dungeons tab, there's no way for the devs to say, okay, um, um, if you are on this same account 1, you can access anyone account 1 characters. There's no way to do it. There's no door. So what you have to do is set it for all the characters you want to have access. Now there is a save and a load feature. They work. So if you created it for a house or a guild hall, you can load the exact same access list. So get it all set up, and then you can save it, okay? And then load it later or whatever. But let's say I don't have anything set. So I'm going to add good old Ocarina. Now, Ocarina is actually on another account. So it's the same process, whether it's the same account or another account or a friend of yours account. You have to type in their name. Okay, so visitor and friend do nothing. None visitor and friend lock them out of the dungeon. They cannot see it on their list. Um, if you set it to friend, I think they might see it on the list, but they can't actually enter. So I'm just gonna say right now, ignore visitor and friend. Set it to trustee. What does that do? It gives them trustee access. It shows them on the list of your character window dungeons tab. And then it allows them to do anything in there. They can pick up stuff. They could delete the whole dungeon, even if there's house items in there. Yes, I think I covered that before. If you click delete, it says, are you sure you wish to permanently delete this dungeon? Test. If there's anything in here and you say yes, it will delete the dungeon and you lose those items. So be careful who you give access to and which dungeons you give them access to. All right, but it has to be trustee. It cannot be friend. I have given people tours and I've had to trust them by adding them and saying, please don't delete anything or move anything or pick anything up unless they say you can. So keep that in mind. Now, this public access level doesn't matter. This dungeons were created for people to be able to create their own dungeon and have people come fight, and then they got special tokens or whatever. And anyway, all that stuff's gone, but they've left dungeons for us to either decorate or store house items. You can still do a fighting thing, but you don't get XP and special rewards and stuff like that. So that is it. That's how you give access. Not everyone knows how to access dungeons. Most people have not created them. So keep that in mind. I may have covered this in part 1, but I'm going to quick cover it now. If you go to transfer, at least from what I understand from the past, you cannot transfer storage dungeons. I have not tested that out. I will have another video. So if they do a merger, don't worry, your dungeons will move with you. There have been situations where people have lost items. Just remember, any house, guild hall, or dungeon, always save the layout when you've made any changes. If you've picked something up, if you added something, if you put something in movie crate, it doesn't matter, save the layout. If you have issues, you'll be able to recover your stuff because you have the save layout. Plus, if you have the organizer that goes along with the layout editor, you can see how much stuff you have. Also, you can, if you have the layout editor, you can click manifest and have a good count. So enough about them and end the video, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.